Once I learned these 4 exercises, I was able to last 5 times longer in the bedroom and have some of the best sex of my life. So if you want to have amazing sex and last longer in bed, make sure you watch this video till the end. Today I'm joined by my very special guest, my friend Nastya, who is a world-class gymnast, stretching coach, and model. She's gonna help us with all the exercise demonstrations and show us all how it's done. Now, if you wanna last longer and have amazing sex, it's important to understand that anxiety and stress cause tension in the body. And this creates blocks that can show up in your love life as premature ejaculation or erectile dysfunction. So now we're gonna break down 4 exercises you can do to release that tension in your body so you can start to last longer than ever before and increase your sexual performance. Number 1, cat-cow. If you have lower back pain from sitting at a desk all day or driving or being immobile, it's super important to get this activated using cat-cow so you can improve your sexual performance. Now, you're gonna do this in a tabletop position with your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. When you inhale, you're gonna arch your back and lengthen your spine as much as possible. And as you exhale, you round your spine, pulling the belly button up and tucking your chin in. You can also start to move the spine from left to right to really open it up and get that blood flowing and circulating through this area. Do this for 8 to 12 reps. Number 2, Froggy Pose. Another area that often gets blocked and stores a lot of tension that can have negative impacts on your sexual performance is your hips. Froggy Pose is a way to open up the hips in the best way possible so you can release that tension and start to last longer. Begin in a tabletop position and take your knees as wide as your flexibility allows and point your toes outward. And open your feet wider than your knees, and then start to move your hips back and forth, and then finally come down onto your forearms. And you can hold this position for 1 to 2 minutes. Number 3, deep squat and malasana. Now, this is one of the most important exercises to release tension in the hips, lower back, and the pelvic floor. Men with premature ejaculation often have an overly tight pelvic floor from holding on to too much tension from stress and anxiety or too many Kegel exercises. And one way you can counteract this is by sitting in this deep squat in malasana. Start standing with your legs hip width apart and sink down into a squat, bending your knees until your hips are lower than your knees. Then you can push your elbows into your knees to help open up your hips. Hold this position for 1 to 2 minutes at a time. Number 4, the straight arm plank with a thrust. This is a super important exercise to master if you want to be able to hold yourself up while you're on top of your partner in the missionary position and aren't falling on top of her or putting your weight onto them. This is a huge turnoff. So in order to do this exercise correctly, your shoulders should be directly over the wrists and in the push-up position. Your spine is long from the crown of the head to the tailbone, and engage your core and start to thrust down without arching your back, through your back straight, and just bounce in that thrusting motion to activate that core even more and get familiar with this motion. Do this exercise for 1 minute at a time. And guys, if you want to take it to the next level, there is a bonus exercise that is definitely the most challenging, especially for men. However, it is so amazing for opening those hips and allowing sexual energy and blood flow to move into the pelvis, pelvic floor, and genitals. So to do this exercise, you're gonna lay on your back and spread your hips open as wide as possible and put your hands on your knees and pressing them down. And start to extend your legs one by one and alternate on each side. And then after 8 to 10 reps on each leg, you can do both at the same time and really open up those hips as much as possible. If you do these exercises consistently and put in the work, I know you will dramatically improve your sex life and be able to last significantly longer during sex. Now, if you want to learn exactly how to like a porn star and be the best she's ever had in the bedroom, make sure you watch this next video here. And guys, if you learned something from this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm Alex Grendy from Superior Lovers, and I'll see you around.